Okay, I decided, I just uploaded a short about what you should and what you should not pack. Take as little as possible, you know. Take yourself like a week's worth of clothes on a backpack. If you have a free check bag and you come to Southeast Asia, here's the things that cost more. Shampoo, conditioner, toiletries, beauty stuff cost you more. Electronics cost you more. Other than that, everything is very, very affordable over here. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not going to tell you, well, you can live in Vietnam for $200 a month. No, I'm not going to tell you that, okay? You can live, if you can live in the United States on $800 a month, then you can definitely live in Vietnam on $800 a month. Depending on, are you paying rent where you're at? Are you paying utilities where you're at? Because a nice hotel room here is a winter utility bill in the United States, or a hot summer in Phoenix utility bill because of the air conditioning. Here, the hotels, that's all included. You get housekeeping every day. I made a live stream the other day where the housekeepers come in. I was joking with them. This is my balcony. Now this is the view behind me, and this fancy $37 a night apartment house that has no balconies. You know, I have to have a balcony because I used to be the travel and camping guru. I gotta be outdoors. I can't be in a room. Now my room has a nice view. It has two windows that open up. It's nice, but they got two big ass beds in there. I could sleep 8 people in there, because you know Asian people, they do that. They'll rent a hotel room and 5 people will stay in the same room. But for me, it's the perfect size, but it would be fantabulous. It would be like Trump says, very, very fantastical, extravaganzable, whatever, you know, those big words he uses, right, you know, if the other bed was out of the room, you know, because I mean, how many beds can I use? But they're attached together. I told him, I'll pay you 1 million Vietnamese dong, that's about $41. If you take it apart and take it out of the room and store it. And then I might extend for another 30 days instead of going to that hotel apartment I'm going to. But they won't do it. The maids were just here a minute ago. And they're telling me, oh, I need money, I need money. But they don't beg. Nobody begs here. I haven't seen anybody begging in Vietnam, you know. They'll try to sell you shit, you know. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I was going through the YouTube videos today, and they have like umpteen million videos about, I'm going to tell you 15 ways to get travel hacks for free. Get upgraded to business class for free. Go to the airport late. Don't miss your flight, but get there so they have to bump you up into business class to fly because there's no seats in the car. It's all a bunch of bullshit, man. You get what you pay for, you know? Now, the only thing that I've seen on any video, which is common sense, if you're an older person, you just ask them for a freaking wheelchair. Say, hey, the plane's like 17 gates away from here, man, and I can't walk that far, make it that fast. Get me a wheelchair. You can get wheelchair service door to door, man. And I mean, they'll actually wait for you and push you wherever the hell you want to go. And I mean, then when you get to where you're at, you can stop at the smoke place and have a cigarette and drink a cup of coffee, and you're not all wore out and beat up and stuff, you know. My flight to Korea was 13 and a half hours. I smoked. What did I do? I took Nicorette with me, chewing gum, because it does 2 things. As you're taking off, it makes your ears pop, you know, because you're chewing the gum, and it gives you your nicotine fix. I think I probably chewed about maybe 10 pieces during that, like, because you chew it until you get the nicotine out of it, then you take it and throw it in that damn throw it bag, then you get a little vomit bag, you know, and just put it in there, you know. But Korean Air served some good food, man. They did. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't shit, you know. I mean, it was good food. And then when you go back to the back of the plane, where they got the restrooms in the back, they got these trays that says self-service there. You got little cakes, you got pretzels, you got these little rolls. They look like little tiny burritos, but it's like lunch meat rolled up in like a tortilla, man. Little sandwiches, man. Anytime you want, you just tell them, hey, I want a Coke Zero. They'll bring it to you, you know. They'll bring, or you go to the back, I want a Coke Zero. They'll hand it to you, you know. I mean, so it was 13 and a half hours of being cramped up, but it's doable. Then I had a 3-hour layover in Korea, and of course they wheeled me right to my area, and I went and got me something to eat at a little restaurant there, and I went and took a big, you know, I used the restroom, let's just put it that way, and then I waited on my plane. Now the only thing wrong was they were an hour late taking off from there to come to Vietnam. You know, like delayed me. They said it was because of air traffic. Well, you know what? If there's air traffic, fucking stay on the ground. I don't want to get fucking blown out of the air by another airplane, you know? So they waited an hour and then they took off. So when I got to Vietnam, I got here after midnight, even though my visa said it was good from the day before. So that's how I did. You make sure your visa's good from the day you arrive to the 90 days you get, you want to leave. This is just Vietnam, though. I'm talking about it. But, I saw these videos today. They had clickbait thumbnails like fingernail clippers, and it said, "Careful when you travel. Certain things can get you thrown in jail." They're not going to throw you in jail for a pair of freaking fingernail clippers, man. I had my like travel Q-tips thingy, and I put my fingernail clippers in there, the small ones, and I put the big ones for the toenails. I put that inside my diabetes bag, you know, the little tip that you carry with you. I keep them in my. I kept Q-tips in the side pouches of my, you know, like the netted pouches of the backpack, along with the liquids bag. I had a little bag with a little thing of Lister mint, a thing of, you got to have KY. You come to Southeast Asia, you got to bring some KY. You know, you females out there, you don't want that dry vagina, right? You need to carry KY with you. So I had a tube of KY, some Lister mint, and eyeglass cleaner, right? Then that was in the bag in the side. They didn't even pull the bag out. It was outside the thing. Don't put anything inside your backpack that you're going to be digging for, right? Okay, just put your clothes, your jeans, your shorts and stuff in your backpack. I had my extra pair of eyeglasses inside my backpack. I had 2 pairs, matter of fact. I had a belt rolled up down in there, and the outside pouch where you put your laptop at, which I don't have a laptop. I had my extra diabetes machine. I had I was gonna put the power bank in there. I said I don't want a chance, so I'll just keep it in my hoodie pocket, right? Because they don't want you putting the stuff that's like power banks and stuff up, even on the carrier. They don't want you putting it up in the bin. They want easy access. They're like, you know, the attendant hookers in the air, man. They want easy access, right? So I just kept them in my hoodie. You know, people go, "You wore a hoodie?" Well, yeah, you're in that plane. Why do you think they give you that big ass blanket? It gets cold. So you put that hoodie on, you put your headphones over on your ear, you put some music on, throw your hoodie up, go to sleep, man. Oh, and you don't need those stupid freaking neck pillows, man, because the seats now, you can bend them forward like this, so your head's in between these 2 things. So even if there's turbulence, your head's just going to knock against the little flaps things. And you can raise it and lower it to fit you, you know. So you don't need all that extra shit, man. You just don't need all that stuff, man. So pack as light as you can, and just put in your backpack stuff that you don't want to lose. Like I had an extra set of sandals, and here where I come, they don't have size 12, man. You can't get size 12. So I packed an extra pair of sandals in my backpack, and I put an extra pair of walking shoes in that free check bag. So if I'd have lost that free check bag, I'd have lost 4 bottles of shampoo and conditioner, a couple bottles of castor oil, what else? Some old T-shirts, I went for like pajamas and stuff, not the good clothes, right? Old pair of jeans, this stuff that I didn't need, right? Because it was free. Stuff I really didn't need, okay? And you know, because you don't want to be carrying that shit around with you when you go down. Now when you get to the terminal, the only thing you got to carry is your carry-on with you. You know, they check your luggage straight through. But this is just a video because I mean I was looking today and I see all this crap, all these AI videos. I'm going to give you 16 travel hacks on how you can get this or how you can do that, or you might end up in jail. And what do you do with your medications? Well, you know what you do with your medications? Keep them in the bottle or label them, man. Now it's common sense. If you have a prescription, put it in the bag with the medicine that you put it in. Like you got a personal item, whatever. put it all in there and put the prescription in there with it, you know? I mean, how hard is that, man? Use your freaking brains, man. Just because you never traveled before, you gotta let these videos scare you out of traveling, man? Don't let them scare you out of traveling, man. Get out and have some fun, man. I mean, I'm paying $12 a night for this place, man, with a balcony. I got a view of the Riviera here, man. You know, it's like, geez. I'm 17 floors up. They got a glass window here. I wish they didn't have. The other places have the wrought iron railings, you know. I mean, what the hell? If I wanted to jump, I could climb over the railing anyway, right? You know? So, I mean, have fun and don't pay attention to that freaking help videos. I made one on battery packs, and that's it, because I brought a 20 milliamp and a 10 milliamp, right? Which comes out, the 10 milliamp is 37 watt hours, and the 20 milliamp is 74 watt hours. Anything less than 100 watt hours, you can carry on you. So you put it in your hoodie pockets. I had 2 power banks in this hoodie pocket. I had my other diabetes machine in this hoodie pocket. I had some nicotine chewing gum over here. I had my cord to charge my phone over here. You know, I had my hoodie pocket stuffed. Plus, it takes weight out of your bag. You know. Now on Korean Air, I could carry 10 kilograms. But when I make my visa run now, I'm only going to be able to take 7. That means I'm going to have to leave some stuff behind or use a bunch of shit up before I go. But I don't make too many videos. I usually go live, or if I do, I make videos of stuff out of the thing. But after seeing all those thumbnails and the people going like, and that fingernail clippers and stuff, you know, I had to make this video. Everybody out there, I can't put cards in the front saying like and subscribe. I can't put it in any other videos to go watch. You know, if you want to watch stuff on my channel, I'm not doing this for money. You know, I'm doing this for free. You know, another travel hack, if you're going to use grab bikes, keep the little plastic bags they give you. Put the bag over your head before you put the helmet on so you don't get head lice, okay? There's a good tip for you right there, okay? I mean, just stuff like that. I give you little tips. Stuff. I'm going to get some teeth work done Monday. It's going to be dirt cheap here, man. I'm going to get a pair of dentures. It's like titanium frame, porcelain teeth, you know, for less than $500. In the United States, that's going to cost you like $3,000, you know. But everybody, have a great day. Get out and travel. Don't let these AI videos scare you out of traveling, okay? Just go to the TSA website and see what you can do and what you can't do, and you're all good. If they do throw something, they're not going to throw your medicine away. You know? If they do throw like a bottle of eyeglass cleanser, right? If they throw it, what'd you lose? $1.50, $2? Come on. Get out and travel. Have fun, okay?